So still in the mood of prayer and worship, can you just open your mouth and say something to the Lord? Come on, just open your mouth and say something to Him. Just say something. Come on, say something. Holy fire, burn upon my altar. From within me, Spirit, you take over. Holy fire, burn upon my altar. Holy fire, burn upon my altar. From within me, Spirit, you take over. Holy fire, burn upon. So pay close attention to the words about to be spoken. Open your minds and let attention be your only token. Now, when I was younger, our Sunday school teachers used to teach us to live our life like the next day was when we see Jesus. Now, you see, this was supposed to teach us to be watchmen and women, to watch the way we talk, watch the way we walk, watch the way we do whatever we do, and pay close attention because He's coming. So, dear believer, I know it gets hard to stand and stay, but I need you to get all your excuses, and I need you to pay close attention, for He is coming. Forget your excuses, forget your settings, for He had options, but He came down and chose you. He knew everything about you. He had all the data about you, all the sins you committed in the midnight, all your midnight bundles of sins He knew, and He left His airtime, came down, made Himself empty, and He is with you everywhere you go. He died, arose with all power in His hands, and now He gives that power to you. Power to rise when you fall. Power to fight against the enemy. Power to you. So fight. Don't stay down. Fight. And dear minister, you are a watchman and a watchwoman, so men and women watch you, so watch yourself. Stand for the Lord. Keep your eyes fixed on the Lord. Yes, it gets hard, but stand for the Lord. So even in the midst of raging storms, and even from attacks from snakes, scorpions, and wolverines, even in the hardest hours, even in the darkest hours, keep your eyes fixed on the light like a cyclops. But then if even running after the Lord becomes an obligation, an occupation, something that you are doing for recognition, even more than an act of loving, then you for X-men, like the X-Men. So pay close attention and keep your eyes fixed on Him. Pay close attention, for He's coming. And do not be moved by those who fancily like the Peaky Blinders and try to blind us. But let's fix our eyes on God. Keep your eyes fixed on Him. And don't mind those who give you more than 13 reasons why you should not follow Christ. We have to start breaking bad intentions in our minds. Keep them under subjection by Christ. Don't let a prison break. For if you look around the world, you can see that Jesus Christ is coming, because there are a lot of stranger things happening. But run to the who endured the cross despite his shame, and now is seated at the right hand of the throne above. He is seated at the right hand, and He alone is God. He alone is God, for He has no time for a game of thrones, for He alone sits upon the throne. He alone is the King of kings and the Lord of lords. So don't get tired. Wait. Don't get weary. Wait. Don't get distracted. Watch. Don't get distracted. Watch. For when we're younger, our Sunday school teachers used to teach us to live our lives like the next day was when we'll see Jesus. And as believers, as ministers, why are we stopped? live our lives like the next day was when we would see Jesus. And dear minister, keep your eyes, for he shall reward you. So let's fix our eyes on him. Thank you.
Pay close attention.